Thanks, Amy. Uh, Aiden does have a lot of energy and a lot of passion. I'm Bob Sherry. I'm a Hoya alum and parent. And this is my second year with the Summer Launch Incubator. I really love doing this. And this year I'm collaborating with my new friend, Rose Carter. Rose is an executive in resident and a Hoya parent. Rose and I each have 20 plus years as startup founders and mentors with a direct experience in the performing arts. I think this lended us a little bit of expertise in working with Aiden to launch his new music app called Vusic. That's music with a V. As I said, Aiden is extremely passionate and has an innate understanding that music is a universal language that has the power to bring fans together as a community. And that's whether you're listening to music or at a venue, a big event like Coachella. This was the impetus for him to develop Vusic with his partner, Stephen Brooks. So what is Vusic? Vusic is a music platform that bridges the gap between independent and emerging local musicians and their loyal fans, something that Spotify isn't doing. Aiden began the month with a good understanding of his listener and his musician target markets, yet he knew that his hypothesis needed some more refinement and validation, and quite frankly, some more customer interviews. Over the past 4 weeks, he's been very receptive to our ideas, our insights, and our feedback. And this has really enabled us to iterate and adapt Vusic to help solidify the product market fit. As Rose and I can attest, these refinements have measurably strengthened the value proposition and his overall business model. And folks, that's music to our ears. Now here's Aiden.
Well, thank you, Bob, for that introduction. And I will be speaking today on behalf of Vusic, a social media app by musicians and music lovers for musicians and music lovers. So before I start, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Aiden McCormack. I am the CTO, Vice President, and co-founder of Vusic. We are a two-man team. I work very closely with Stephen Brooks, who is the CEO and president of the company, and a good friend of mine. His background is in finance, my background is in computer science, and neither one of us could have done this on our own. We really feed into each other's strengths very well. We feed back ideas, and we make a really good team. I would not be here if it was not for his effort. Vusic was born out of a very simple idea. Do you really know your favorite artist? And this question can be looked at in two different ways. First, today, fans do not have an emotional attachment to the artists they listen to as compared to at least older generations or in the past. A lot of people my age will say that the song they like is a vibe or a bop, but not really resonate with the thematic and artistic messaging of it. And second of all, there's so many local artists that have no avenues to get exposure. You either need to get really lucky with an algorithm, or you need to have some kind of nepotism in the music industry. This makes it basically impossible for emerging musicians to build careers around music. Vusic attempts to address both sides of this question in a new and innovative way. I came into the Summer Launch Incubator with a big vision for what Vusic could be, the place for everything music. However, I needed some initial goals in order to get the most out of this program. First is that we wanted to narrow down that vision and figure out who we wanted to sell to and where we wanted to start. After that, we wanted to think through the user experience to align with our target demographic. And finally, we needed to identify our differentiator, the gap in the market that our product is going to address, the answer to the question of what makes us unique. Over the course of the month, Stephen and I have worked tirelessly to address these questions. First, we've discovered our target demographic, which are college-age musicians, 18 to 24, in the DC area. We've also thought through the features that we want to include in our main feed. We want it to be mostly artist content, supplemented by fan content that is about what artists produce, and engaging sponsorships that will genuinely get musicians and music lovers excited and engaged with products. And finally, the crown jewel of what we've accomplished up to date is our user experience and user interface. While it is not yet functional, we have the aesthetic and the musician and music lover in mind with our entire experience. And this is the culmination of it, what we are looking at right now. So this is what we've accomplished to date. But what comes next? This is just the beginning. I and Stephen have no intention of slowing down. We want to launch our product by the end of the year, and we need to take care of a couple of things in order to do that first. First, we need to develop and prototype the MVP, and that is where I come in. I need to take those beautiful screens that we've designed and make them interactive and functional. I have a tentative deadline of September 1st to do this, and I will tell you how you can follow my progress at a later point. Second, before our launch, we need to partner with local artists and venues to pilot our platform. We can't have a music place without musicians and places for musicians to play. And finally, we need to launch a beta test and get as much customer feedback as possible in order to make an experience that is cohesive, engaging, and overall rewarding and aligned with our goals. I would like to conclude by talking about what I've learned in this month in the Summer Launch Incubator. First, I learned the importance of taking a large idea and narrowing it down to a small scope. This allowed me to discover my target demographic and create something that truly can be amazing and easily adopted. Second, I learned the importance of discovering and addressing a gap in the market and solving a real problem that people are actually going to care about. This app is supposed to provide value both to music lovers and musicians. And if it doesn't do that, then it doesn't matter how well it looks or works, that is not going to fly. And finally, I figured out the goal of Vusic, which is to bring together fans, musicians, and venues to enrich music communities and create the most human way to discover music. I would like to thank my mentors, Rose and Bob, and I would like to thank everyone who has helped me so far. I'd like to thank the leadership of the Summer Launch Incubator, as well as the fellow members of the cohort. If you are interested in keeping in contact with me, my email and phone number are listed above. And if you want to follow the project itself, maybe get a test flight link, our LinkedIn and website are listed below. Thank you so much for your time and appreciation, and have a musically wonderful day.